Style, class, elegance.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines.
Service unlike any other. Singapore Airlines has consistently set the benchmark for air travel in recent decades. How did the national carrier of such a small city-state become the best airline in the world? Let's find out. Now, if you enjoy aviation content like this, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Now, what would you do if you were a small state of a country that's basically kicked you out of their confederation and left you to fend for yourself? What would you do if you had no natural resources, a small population, very little land, and basically nothing going for you? What would you do to survive? You'd have no choice but to make yourself the business hub of the world, to have strong foreign relations with as many countries as possible. This is exactly what Singapore did. Singapore Airlines, a business so closely tied to its nation, was also forced to innovate. No domestic routes, a small population, attracting the international traveller to fly through Singapore was not only an attractive business proposition, it was the only proposition. Oh, and have you wondered why Singapore Airlines uses the code SQ? If you needed to provide a superior quality product to your competitors, then why not make your airline code SQ for superior quality? Look at this. Butterfly gardens, luxury boutiques, a rooftop swimming pool. There's beautiful sculptures, the world's biggest indoor waterfall and slide, and a 24-hour theatre. This isn't some amusement park or some fancy hotel resort. This is an airport. None other than Singapore's Changi Airport. Look, if you want foreigners to fly your airline, you obviously have to have them transiting at your hub. So Changi Airport and Singapore Airlines strategy go hand in hand, like two peas in a pod. Why would you fly indirect through Singapore instead of direct? Simple. Fly with us and you'll have the best transit experience of your life. And don't take my word for it. Changi Airport wins the Best Airport Award virtually every single year. Okay, so you've got a great place to transit. What else? Whatever product we consume, we all love the latest and greatest, whether it be the latest fashion, latest phone, or car. Why would you settle for second best? The same goes for the airline industry.
Welcome aboard
The world's first Boeing 787-10
inaugural flights.
Welcome.
The delivery of our newest member of the 787, our 787-10.
Welcome to this historic occasion as we await the arrival of the world's most anticipated aircraft, the A380 by Singapore Airlines.
The A380, the Boeing 787-10, the A350 ULR. These aren't old planes. In fact, Singapore Airlines makes a point of purchasing only new planes. They were the launch customer for all three of these innovative aircraft. Singapore Airlines is like that friend who always has the latest phone and is always the first to get it. Their average fleet age is currently less than 6 years old. This is twice as young as its competitors. When you fly Singapore Airlines, you can be sure to have the latest products from either Airbus or Boeing. By the time the competition has matched Singapore Airlines, they'll have already got a shiny new aircraft. So if you're watching this, you might be trying to attend college or may have already graduated from college. How hard was it? How hard was it to get into your college of choice? How hard was it to graduate? Think about prestigious universities like Harvard or MIT, who have acceptance rates of between 5 and 8%. What if you wanted to be a Singapore girl, the iconic flight attendant of Singapore Airlines?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's easier to get into MIT or Harvard because the acceptance rate is actually lower. Their 14-week induction is one of the longest in the industry. So you've recruited the cream of the crop, but it's not just enough to get to the top, you want to stay there. You want to continuously train these brilliant servicemen and women, even during the bad times when your competition is cutting back. Just like with the brand new planes, Singapore Airlines service staff is always ahead of the pack. One X factor about Singapore Airlines service is their ability to anticipate customer needs. Take a look at this.
When you're able to meet the expectation of the customers, that's normal service. However, if there's an opportunity that arises for us to go beyond the expectation of the customer, and on top of that, that intuitive feeling to anticipate what the customer wants and able to connect with him or her at that point of time, to me, that's good service.
Now, what is a good plane and good service without good food? I'm talking lobster thermidor, nasi lemak, beef rendang, you name it. Airline food always seems to be so hit and miss. If only there was a way to make this more consistent.
What's the deal with airplane food?
You won't be hearing any airline food jokes when you're on Singapore Airlines. Economy class always has multiple meal options. Higher classes have the option of using their signature Book the Cook service. These meals are recommended by an international culinary panel of 7 world-famous chefs. This ensures that you can pick a similar meal regardless of whatever route you are flying on their network all over the world. You can also view their in-flight menu up to 8 days before the flight to ensure that there are no surprises. What do you think? Is Singapore Airlines the best in the world? Leave a like and comment below. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep flying high.